Welcome to 27 Topics. Our guest at this time is former Mayor Gail Kemp of Huntingburg and Connie Burgdorf, who is a administrative assistant at the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce. And as you can see by the shirts they're wearing, of course, it's the Kiwanis Club of Huntingburg that they're representing today, and fundraisers that are coming up. Mayor, you want to tell us a little bit about the Kiwanis?
Well, Kiwanis is in Huntingburg is about 86 years old. We're one of the oldest civic organizations in town, and we may even be the father of many of the other Kiwanis clubs in the locality. But I believe Connie looked that up, and we're the 777th oldest club in the international scheme of things. So Kiwanis has been a part of Huntingburg for a long time. We've got around 35 members right now. It's an open enrollment for both men and women. And it is a civic organization, and we do a lot of sponsoring of various different projects.
And right now, I guess we want to talk a little bit about the car show that's coming up.
Car show starts on March 29th, and this was the third year that Kiwanis has sponsored that. We sort of picked up the show that had been in its 10th year this year, that was formerly sponsored by the Huntingburg JCs. And when that organization disbanded, then the Kiwanis picked up the car show.
Gail did a wonderful job of chairing that. He had everything organized and researched things and found answers that we didn't even know we had questions to before we could ask them. So he did a wonderful job.
Well, the car shows have been successful, so the organizing of it must have been very good.
Well, I think actually she used my name, but that's not quite true. There were several of us involved in that, and she did a lot of work in the first car show. What was really interesting, Paul, is that we knew absolutely nothing about a car show, and we only had 6 or 7 weeks to organize and put this on, and it did turn out all right. But I think that was sort of a miracle that it worked. We went from cold to being organized in just a few weeks. A lot of fun, very much of a learning curve, but it was done, and we continued the car show, and this is our third year, so we're looking forward to it. We don't have quite the learning curve to put up with now.
Well, the thing of it is, the car show, I think, has been in Huntingburg in March for years and years, which helped a little bit, I'm sure.
Well, supposedly it's one of the first car shows of the season, and sometimes we pay a little bit of a price if it's a little cool, but typically we've had halfway decent weather for that.
It always seems to be a nice day. Let's hope we have that again this year. And of course, this takes place in the historic downtown Huntingburg. The stores will be open that day, but for parking, 4th Street will probably be full of the car show.
We're closed from, the 4th Street is closed from Walnut Street all the way to Van Buren, so there are 4 blocks that are available for the entries to park. For
the entries to the car show.
Yes.
So people coming to see the car show, where should they park?
They can park on Market Street, any of the side streets leading to 4th Street. Also, the Memorial Gym parking lot would be open, available for parking.
And wherever else they could?
Anywhere they can find a spot.
Find a spot.
Yes.
So, and there's a few spots there that they can do. So, how do people who want to enter their car enter?
They request an entry fee. We can, or a registration form. We can do the day of show registration. They will not be eligible to get a T-shirt, and they take a chance on getting the dash plaque. The dash plaques are something that everyone seems to prize. If they're a car show fanatic and they enter their cars, frequently they want the dash plaque. So they wouldn't, they take a chance on not getting one. We're giving to the first 150 entries. So they can contact me. There's also, they can contact the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce, which is the number 683-5699, or they can contact me at my cell phone, 309-3971, or go online to the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce website, and it has contact information there.
And I think the number of entries are usually way over 150, aren't they? I mean,
it's been growing.
Yes.
And again, in our third year, we're a little wiser than we were in that first year. So the number of entries has been growing, and it's encouraging to see that. Last year we did have some little rain early in the year, or early in the day, and that did kind of take the numbers down, but some of those folks who really like those cars that they have are reluctant to bring them out in any kind of inclement weather. But we'll pray for good weather, and I'm sure we'll get it.
I know there's some fantastic show cars there.
Yes, there are.
Oh, beautiful.
So get your entry in early. The first 150, of course, get the T-shirt and the dashboard plaque.
Right.
Then there's trophies and anything else?
We have 12 categories, first and second place in each category, and then we also have the Best of Show trophy. And this year we're also adding Street Rod trophy, Best Street Rod trophy. So first and second place in that as well. But that was a category that we didn't have our first 2 years as hosts for it. So we made up the categories from scratch when we took over 3 years ago. We decided what we were going to do and put a first place on it. This year we have, or last year and this year both we have first and second place. So.
Then the proceeds, Gail, where do they go for?
As I told earlier, Kiwanis sponsors a number of things, from scholarships to the Boy Scouts to a list of different things that we sponsor just to help the community. So this is a fundraiser which will go into our fundraising account, and it's not earmarked for any one particular project, but it'll be dispersed through any one of the things that the Kiwanis Club sponsors.
We wanted to make sure that the money stays locally. It's going to support all of our local. The Teen Outback is one that we support, and the Huntingburg Assistance Fund, we've always contributed to that. The Southridge Middle School has an 8th grade trip that they take every spring break, and we sponsor at least one child for that trip. And the Business Professionals of America and the Post-Prom for Southridge High School. We also deliver Meals on Wheels every year and make a donation to the Generations for that purpose, to support that.
There's a lot of organizations and Meals on Wheels. You do a lot for the youth.
Yes.
And Riley's Children's Hospital in Indianapolis, and Coda Kids at Christmas time, and of course Meals on Wheels. And I guess that's a growing event that costs more every year.
Yeah, and well, they've asked for some assistance on that because they don't have quite enough funding to handle that every day of the week. And we're up to around 30, 35, depending on the week, number of meals that are delivered. And as Connie indicated, we do that once a week on Thursdays as the Kiwanis Club takes responsibility for delivering those meals. It's kind of fun to do. It takes about 2 hours of fast moving, because those folks look for those meals between 10:30 and 12, and you have to get them there.
You deliver them hot.
We deliver them hot.
That's what they want. Now, on the day of the car show, I guess Huntingburg's car will probably be on display somewhere.
I understand that we will be having that out, and it'll probably be down in front of City Hall. That's typically where we place that car.
It'll be outside. The 1901 Huntingburg motor buggy, you call it.
Yes.
I'm fortunate to have that car back. Former utility superintendent Dave Mulholland was instrumental in getting that back, and Huntingburg is fortunate to have it here. It's on loan from the Detroit Historical Museum, and there's some strings attached to that, but nevertheless, we're glad to have it, and it's a unique piece. It's the only thing one left like it in the world. And if folks want to come up and see it outside and look how it compares with other cars, this is a good occasion to do it.
Good a day to see an early model car, and made in Huntingburg.
If it's raining, the City Hall will be open and they can go inside and see it.
Now I understand there will be somebody there on hand at that car all day long to kind of brief everybody on the history.
Jeff Tisdall, he's very good at this. He's done this for several years. He takes it to Evansville I think the Shriners have a car show in Evansville, and he takes it down and sits with it all day. He babysits the car, and he's very knowledgeable about its history and what they've done to restore it. So that's going to be great to have him there.
You know, that's a car that has to be babysat
Yes,
when it's out.
Definitely. It draws a lot of attention.
Yes. Vendors at the event?
We have a number. First of all, most of them tend to be other local clubs who are supporting the concessions. So the Elephant Ears will be there. That's sponsored by the Masonic Lodge. The Nazarene Church will be furnishing us with hamburgers, hot dogs, and those kind of things. We will have ribeyes and I believe tenderloins that'll be coming, but that is not a local group. And we have kettle corn, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a number of things that you'll be able to indulge yourself on during the day. If you're looking for a quick meal or snack, it'll be downtown. Incidentally, most of this stuff will be at the Integra Bank parking lot, including the registration. So we're really appreciative of the fact that they closed down for the day and allow us to use their parking area for registration and for the food vendors.
Well, and I guess the breakfast is being served as well.
The overtime has agreed to be open at 8 o'clock for breakfast, so if anybody wants a breakfast, including the car show participants or just anybody in town, just stop into the overtime and they'll have it ready to go.
And then the celebration of the Huntingburg Kiwanis, 86 years.
86 years, and the 10th year of the car show. So I don't know if we have anything really heavy-duty planned for that, but those are certainly, that's some event to imagine that we've been in town for 86 years. And it's a service club which does a lot of good. A lot of people over the years have really contributed and worked hard for the club, and it's doing very well.
And of course, you know, then there are corporate sponsors that we would like to mention.
And Connie might want to run through that list. She's got a partial list here of who's ready to go.
Okay, ABA Insurance Services in Huntingburg and Bob Leaguer's Motors in Jasper. DuBois Lanes always sponsors. He loves sponsoring the trucks. It's Bob's Boar, so he's doing the best truck. Freedom Bank is also one of our corporate sponsors, along with Hof Himsel, or Hof Equipment, I'm sorry. Jasper Engine and Transmission, Cars of Huntingburg, Myers Cars of Huntingburg and Ruxer Ford, SS Transfer in Huntingburg, and Sternberg Chrysler Center here in Jasper, and then United Minerals. So these are all of our corporate sponsors. We're still working on adding to this list. We want it to grow, and it's wonderful that so many of the businesses and organizations around Huntingburg and Jasper are willing to support this, and because of the benefits to youth in our area.
Well, I think it's really great to have businesses such as these to support an organization and an event such as this.
They've been incredibly generous.
And it's always important to also note that these local businesses are local and do a lot of supporting. And as viewers, we would hope also that you remember who these people are when you go shopping.
Paul, one of the other groups as a group that need to be recognized is the downtown merchants.
Yes.
There is some inconvenience with the car show for them because their customers can't park on 4th Street. On the other hand, we do bring in additional traffic to the town, guests to town, so it's beneficial to them. But they're very good in helping us with smaller contributions, including things that we put into a gift bag for all of the participants of the show, the registrants. And so we give each person a little gift bag, and it's hard to say what will be in there, but those are gifts that come from the downtown merchants, and we certainly want to support our downtown merchants. They do a good job with some very unique stores, and we're glad to be helping the community in that way.
You want to recap a little bit what we've gone over on the car show?
Go ahead, Connie.
Registration begins at 8 o'clock in the morning at the Integra Bank parking lot. The fee is $10, whether it's pre-registration or the day of the registration or day of the show. And there are going to be lots of Huntingburg Kiwanians available to help with parking or answer questions or give directions or anything that someone might need. Go ahead.
But it is going well. And remember, 4th Street will be closed, so you'll need to park off of 4th Street. Right. And for those customers of Integra Bank, when we close that down, their parking area, their North Monticello branch will be open, so they won't be out of business. But just have to go out north to take care of that. So please don't think you've been blocked out of your bank. The other thing of it is, I think probably the most important part is who Kiwanis is. And for those folks who think they might be interested, we meet every Monday at 12 o'clock at the Teen Outback, and we have a very nice lunch. Membership is not terribly expensive, about $100 a year, and those fees go to the International Club, which sponsors in large part Riley and a number of scholarships. So we would invite anyone who has an interest in participating in a civic organization to give us a call. We'd be glad to work with you in getting you become a Kiwanis member.
And when do you meet?
We meet on Mondays at 12 o'clock at the Teen Outback.
And that's every Monday.
Almost every Monday. Holidays, we don't meet on those days.
And I guess people can attend as a guest if they feel they're interested.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you.
I know we mentioned them early on. How do you go about getting all these things organized?
Sometimes we're not sure we do have them completely organized, but one of our main ones is the Boy Scout picnic, or the Boy Scout chili pancake breakfast. We just had that last Saturday, and as we mentioned earlier, we're the sponsoring group for the local Boy Scouts in Huntingburg. And the rest of it tends to be things like at the Herbs Fest. We participate in the booth there. It just takes heck of a lot of work on a lot of people's efforts, Paul, to get the job done. And whatever funding we have is done through one of the committees to support our local efforts.
We also do the popcorn kernel stand at the Du Bois County Bombers baseball games, all of their home games, and all of that the profit comes back to us, so we can continue to support the needs in our local area.
Glad you mentioned the Bombers. It's just a couple of months, and those games will be
They'll be back
John's
at the
ready.
League Stadium again.
John and Chris are ready to go.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
The office is open?
Ready to open soon. They've got Bob Carnahan in the office. I talked to John just the other day, and he said he's ready to go.
Tickets are available?
Yes, I think right now, actually.
Well, very good. Again, if you want to enter a car in the car show, you can call the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce and ask for Connie.
Yes.
Or call, I guess this is a cell number, 309-3971.
And they'll reach me at that.
Or any questions on the car show, call the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce. Gail, you have any final comment?
Well, I want to thank you, Paul, for allowing us to have this time on the air. It's helpful to get the word out, and we certainly would invite everybody from Huntingburg or the surrounding area to come on out, have a nice day, take a look at some unique cars. We got the Corvette Club coming up from Evansville. There'll be some interesting vehicles there, and we'd love to see you and help us support our local efforts.
Thank you. And Connie?
Gail said it all.
Thank you very much, Connie Burgdorf and Gail Kemp, for being our guests on 27 Topics.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.